Hi, beautiful people. How are you? This is Bethany Gagne, founder of Numinous, the organization that sponsors the Global Peaceful Cities Project. And this video, is eighth out of 14 that I'm doing to raise awareness about this concept of living the field, of how do we live in this sea of information, and to kind of get that to work for us as opposed to just not having that work for us. Basically, if we just work from being three-dimensional bodies, recognizing that there's another way to live, there's another way to process this world. And there are many people that are really working this as a discipline, right? And so so this series is to kind of give some real keys on how to do this. In this one, what I want to talk about is there's a well-known phrase or well-known understanding for people that really work this work. And the understanding goes like this. You can have anything you'd like in this world as long as you don't want it. And that's regarding if you're working with manifesting those types of things. Obviously, you can work really, really hard with lots of brute force and create a lot of what you want in this world. But a lot of times it's our energy that kind of blocks our own manifestation. And so if I didn't understand energy, then quite honestly, that phrase would kind of annoy me and I probably wouldn't bother with it. But what I know about the energy field and how it works is that very often, if we really, really want something and we feel as though we're clutching, gripping, and grasping, and we're like, oh, I can't live unless I create this. Well, the universe will kind of teach you, like, you can live without. Like, you could absolutely live without that, because the universe is always wanting us to kind of really step into our wholeness, step into the real beauty or the real magnanimousness of who we are. And so this idea of really, if we start intending from this clutching, gripping, or grasping, then we're actually putting all this kind of emotional charge and ick on our manifestation that actually blocks its facilitation to being created. So I've been talking about this in the last several. Remember, I'm constantly bringing back to where in your body are you clutching, gripping, and grasping. So if there's something that you really, really feel that you want in this world, scan your body head to toe and see where is it that you're pulling in so much. Where is it that you're basically kind of holding on to it and not really allowing yourself to be supported by the sea of energy around you. Now, this kind of concept is actually pretty well known in something known as reality transurfing, which was kind of the brainchild of Vadim Zeland. Is that right? And he was a Russian physicist, and there's a big following of him on the web. You can go look them up and check them out. But one of the things that really is strong that comes through a lot in their work is this idea of not holding any charge on any of your intentions. So it's like sending your intention out the way you'd go out and put your envelope in the mail, right? Like you wouldn't have a lot of anxiety if you put your bills in the mail to be taken out. Generally, you wouldn't, right? And this idea of like if you place an order at a restaurant, you're not sitting there fretting about whether or not it's going to get manifested or not. It's that concept of really working with things light is what I'm always telling the consciousness athletes. Light. Like you have to think about it as though like, oh, wouldn't it be nice if, or one word I like to use is I wonder. I wonder how this will work out in the most beautiful, elegant way where I'm delightfully surprised. Like because if you go into wonder, you have this spaciousness in your consciousness, and that's the space you need to manifest from. It can't be this rushing, linear, bullet train mind that is constantly struggling and weighing and analyzing. And, those are beta brainwaves. Those are your higher brainwaves. Use them for analysis and then let them go. When it comes to this type of work, you have to sink into the lower brainwaves and to have this more relaxed kind of way about it. So think about that the next time you're really working with intention. Try to be as light as possible. You can't go back and have this backstory about how it can't really happen and how it can't really work and this big story of how it has to happen linearly. None of that is your business. None of that is for you to do. Your job is to be able to just kind of hold the thought and not argue with it. If you could just do that, you are really that's when you move in places. So this is the type of work that we do with the Global Peaceful Cities Project. I have a book coming out in the spring called Become a Consciousness Athlete, Heightening Conscious for Daily Happiness. But what I'm doing now, and the reason why I'm doing this series, is because I'm encouraging people to come work with me for free, no charge, and I'm wanting to put these same skills in service to the planet. If we could have a legion of light, we could have a group of people using these types of skills and being able to kind of infuse the cosmic web, so to speak, with more light, to be able to generate positive outcomes. But at the same time, we're going to be teaching you how to use this work in your life. So I'm inviting 35 people to come work with me for no charge. I'm so excited. Our first meeting is tomorrow night. I've been very thrilled to meet all these beautiful people coming out. And there'll be a peace project coming out in the fall where you can be practicing these skills every day. But this group I'm going to be working with privately. This group will also receive my other book, Women, Food, Sex, and Power. And then when they finish writing the meditation, then they'll also get the new book that I'm writing for the fall, for the spring, but they'll get an early copy. And to be able to become a consciousness athlete. And that's what I'm calling the people who are tuning their nervous system to be able to tune ourselves to the field, cleansing our energy field so that we can be better, have a better commerce, a bit cleaner commerce with the field, right? And then expanding ourselves out so that we can connect to the whole. Right? So that we can start using our non-local mind and put it in service of our lives, as well as and put it in service to the planet and to other people. And certainly when we did this in Schenectady, New York, we found a 25% reduction in violence in our focus area. So you have power, your mind has impact, and I'm wanting everyone to learn about who they really are, to understand that we can work non-locally, we can work on another level, and be far more happy and far more joyous, and to be able to really manage this brutal world in a way that's a little bit more creative and helps to put us at ease and helps us to get into the wonder and mystery of who we are, right? Because there's another whole story going on here, and we're going to just practice having fun with that. And our research has shown that people have become 68 to 84% happier in just 8 days of this type of work. So, all right, thank you so much. I hope to hear from you. I'll put the email in the comments, and our first meeting is tomorrow night. If you want to jump in, we'd love to have you. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.